What is up, guys? This is a pretty long OU match I had with some guy I found in a chat room. His name's Todd, I guess. And yeah, let's get started. I lead off with my what is this thing called? Mew, and he goes off into that thing. Metagross. I go for the taunt, so he can't use the stealth rocks, and then I go for stealth rocks. I think. Yeah, maybe, no. Yep. Then he brings in that Rotom, and he goes for Shadow Ball. And I went for U-turn. I have no idea why. Probably should have just switched out, but I don't care. And that does absolutely nothing. And I go back. And by the way, my name is not actually Cartman, in case you're wondering. I go into my Oriental because this guy totally looks like Chinese or Japanese or something. Like not trying to be racist or anything, but he does. And I go for the Dragon Dance on the Switch because I knew he was in the Switch. And then he goes into this thing. I guess he thought I wouldn't have Zen Headbutt. And look how much this does. Look at this. Watch. He barely lives. That made me pretty mad. But then he just went for the Calm Mind, and then I was like, oh, he'll probably just stay in because why would he wanna why would he wanna switch when this thing's pretty much useless now? But then he switches anyway. So I went for the Zen Headbutt again, and it was completely useless. He goes into this thing. And this thing was a pain in the ass the entire battle. Like, I was pissed off at this thing. So then I go for the Earthquake, and he does something toxic, I think. If I remember. Oh no, he goes for Taunt. Oh no, he is for Toxic. Never mind. Never mind, I'm just saying things. There's the after turn effects, and he switches out. I don't know. Oh yeah, because I was going for the Earthquake. That was a pretty good prediction. Not gonna lie. And then that kind of sucks that he got the Wait. No, I go for Dragon Dance because I wanted to. So it's pretty much like I'm at -1 now, or actually no, +1 and +2 speed. So I go for the Zen Headbutt, I think. Actually, no. Yeah, I do, and then but he switches out. Yeah, I think. So he goes into his Deoxys, defense form, and this thing also was a pain in my buttocks the entire battle because it was just annoying and whatnot. And there's leftovers, and then Toxic. I hate Toxic so much. It's annoying to me. Like it pretty much kills. It doesn't kill you in 8 turns. I think. I don't know. I think so. But yeah. Then he goes for the Taunt now, which is I already used my Dragon Dance, so I'm pretty much good. But Wish Cash is pretty good. He's Oriental though. I go for the Waterfall just because I was gonna go for the Earthquake, but then I was like, what if he switches out into Gyarados? So I was just going for the safe Waterfall. And then he does Recover, and this is why I hated him the entire battle, was for that exact reason. So I think I switch out here because I didn't want to lose just yet because he had a Rotom. And yeah, I go to my Handstand, which is a Gliscor, because that tail is more like a hand, because his hands are actually chompers and his legs are right by his tail. You can barely see them. So his tail is actually his hands, if that makes sense. Like you know how scorpions have they have chomper things, claws, and then they have feet too. So then I go for Earthquake and he goes for Taunt, and then something happened. I don't really know. I think I went for Protect and then got poisoned because Poison Heal and then all that stuff. So he switches out because I was going for Earthquake, and the only things I have on this Gliscor is Earthquake and Fire Fang. Those are the only attacking moves, so I had to switch out here because I have Roost, Fire Fang, Earthquake, and Protect. This is pretty much just a wall. It's really not even meant for offense at all. He goes for Overheat. It's actually kind of good that he didn't go for Shadow Ball, because if he went for Shadow Ball, that would have sucked, and I probably would have died. So yeah. I go for recover, and he goes into this thing. I hate Umbreon. Umbreon is... How is this thing even bulky? Like, look at it. That does not look bulky. It's a tiny little cat thing. I could kick it and it would go flying. That's not... And he goes for Wish. And honestly, right here, I thought he was gonna, like, use Protect, so I was just like, oh, I'll just recover. But then he goes for Payback, and I think he kills me. So that... I was pretty mad at that. I know he doesn't kill me, but yeah, that was just cheap. He shouldn't have done that. That's mean. So yeah, that was pretty much just like a cheap shot. So here I was like, you know, I can't really do anything to him that much. I mean, I'd go for the Scald and maybe get like the burn or something, or go for Thunderbolt, but Thunderbolt wouldn't do a lot. So I was just like Rapid Spin, because he had like those things, spikes. So yeah, and then I go into my only 2 arms, because he really only uses 2 of them, because he's like showing off with the other 2. And I go for the Dynamic Punch. Oh, this would have done a lot more if I didn't get that Intimidate. Well, not a lot more, but it would have done more. And he gets confused. So did you hear that? That was me biting. Anyway, he goes back in his Deoxys thing, and at this point I didn't really care because he was still getting confused, which was like really what mattered to me. And I think he actually hits himself too, if I remember correctly. I think he was probably trying to go for the recover or something, but he hits himself, yeah. And then here I go for the Earthquake because for whatever reason I thought Deoxys had like a lot of HP. And I have Seismic Toss on this Machamp. This is like a weird Machamp. I don't know actually. Anyway, yeah, I have Seismic Toss on it and Bullet Punch, so I was like, he probably has a lot of health. So then here I go for the Seismic Toss, and then I'm like, oh wow, he doesn't even have a lot of health. Because like, look at that, like that does a lot. But then I think he kills me here. I don't remember at all. Oh yeah, and by the way, sorry for not posting in a while. I don't really think people notice that much anyway, but yeah. So he goes for Spikes while I switch out. I thought he was gonna use like Psychic. Or, I don't know. I don't know anything about Pokemon. I suck at this game. Okay. So I'm poisoned, and I get hurt by poison. I go for whatever reason I went for Dragon Dance. I don't know why, but I did. This was a while ago, so I don't really remember. I don't know. I guess I thought like Waterfall would do absolutely nothing or something. I don't know at all. I don't remember. And I die. I thought I'd be able to live the poison, but I don't. Because Wish Cash sucks. He's good sometimes though. Just sometimes. I go into Kenny, and the reason he's named Kenny is because he looks like a Kenny kinda. And I go for the Dragon Dance, and really the only reason I went for Dragon Dance is because I have that one ability, like Marvel Scale or something. I don't know, where like you take less damage the first hit. So over Dragon Dance, like I knew I would live the first hit, and I go for another one because he didn't use an attacking move. And here he goes for Taunt, so I was like, oh, okay, that's 2 for you. Dragon Dance is pretty. And then he goes, and then he goes into Shrimpy. Okay, I'm sorry about that. My mom walked into the room, so I kind of had to stop it. Yeah. And I go, what was that, Dragon Claw, I think I went for, and he died. And then he brings up this thing, and I'm so cool that I have Fire Punch on this Dragonite. That's how cool I am. Do you have Fire Punch on your Dragonite? I really did not think so, but I do. And then this is hilarious. I laughed at this. He used Meteor Mash and he missed. I laughed pretty hard at that because that was like a free kill. But except he's Bullet Punch, so that kind of sucks. I guess that like hurt my feelings, but I restored HPs and leftovers. And then my taunt wore off, and then he goes into Umbreon. I hate Umbreon. He Toxics me here. This made me so mad. I think he Toxics me actually. I don't remember. Yeah, he does. This made me so mad because Dragonite owns. Okay, this would be probably the best Dragonite if it wasn't for like, if I had like a Lumberry on this would probably be the best Dragonite in the world. Just so you know. But I don't have I don't have Lumberry, so I have leftovers. So he uses Wish, and here I was like, okay, before you didn't use Protect, and look how much damage I did, by the way. Like, I'm sitting here pointing at the screen. Like, look how much. It's like 2 HP. Anyway, he uses Wish, and I was like, okay, last time you didn't use Protect, so I'm just gonna go for the Dragon Claw, and I do, and he dies. That was smart for me. I am smart, very smart. Just so you know. I had a Spanish test, and I got -3, cause I'm that cool. So he goes into Deoxys again, and this made me mad, but it was pretty much like stalling me, kinda, until I died. But I ended up killing him. Because I would just use Dragon Claw and he'd go recover, and he would pretty much be at the same health. He'd be like 10 health lower than he was before. So this just is kind of stupid right here. Sorry, I had to cough. Anyway, yeah, like leftover poison does like way too much, I think. Like I think like the first 2 turns it doesn't really do a lot, and then like after that it does like a lot. I think it kills you in 8 turns, I think. I think I already said that, I don't even know. Anyway, so he's is pretty much stalling me, and I think I actually go for 2 more Dragon Claws and then he dies, or just 1 more, I don't know. But yeah, look how much I did. That did like 60 health. Just poison. And like the first one does like 30. Oh no, just 1. Never mind, just 1 kills him. And then I lived this poison thanks to my leftovers, I think. Yeah. No, I died. Never mind. And then I whacked the Mew, and I was like, I'm pretty sure I could have easily killed this guy with U-turn. I don't know actually, but I was like, I'm gonna explode. So I did. He uses Giga Drain first though, and then that does like nothing, and I just explode because Mew's. It's cool to explode with Mew. I mean, have you ever just been like, oh Mew, I'm gonna explode? Anyway, and then I think this is our last 2 Pokemon right here. Yeah. Last 2 Pokemon. He goes Rotom, I go no. I have 2 Pokemon, he has 1. So he uses Thunderbolt and kills me. And then I go into Gliscor and use Fire Fang, but then he's like, okay, that's all you have, so I just leave. Or he runs actually, and that's it. Good game, bye. Thanks for watching.